Hello, good evening, everyone. As many of us as are in the house tonight, and it's class time, and class starts immediately. All right, so I'm turning on my video briefly. Oh, okay, my video is refusing to come on. Okay, no problem, but I'm going to start the class anyway, and then I'm going to share my screen, and class takes us from there. The good thing about my class, whether it's my live class or my online class, when we set time for class, that's when class starts, except there's no student in class. So if there's a student in class, the class is starting. Now, my reason for doing that is I don't want to punish the people who came early because of those people who are coming in late. So once anybody shows up in class, class starts up immediately. So we're going to do a little review of what we covered last time. I'm going to spend a few minutes on that. The reason being, if there's anything you missed out in the last class, I've shared the video in the group again and again. So you should look at the video. There's no need to go over everything again. So I'm just only going to touch where we stopped last class. So I'm going to share my worksheet 3. So if you have your worksheet open, please go to your worksheet 3, which was titled Entering Data. So we did start with this worksheet. I'm going to unmute everybody for a minute. Please let me know if you can see my screen. Let me know if you can see my screen. Just let me know. Appreciate that feedback. Let me know if you can see my screen.
Good evening, sir. You can see your screen, sir.
Okay, good evening.
Good evening,
Thank
sir.
you
I can
for
see your screen.
feedback. Okay, so
We can see your screen, sir. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening. Oh, serious student is in class early today. That's interesting. Okay, two thoughts I just wanted to share before we dive into class. Interestingly, I'm actually reaching you from Bonn, Germany. And there's a reason why I'm sharing that. Technology makes life easy. Last class, I reached you from Mina, Niger State. So whether I was in Mina, Niger State, or whether I'm in Abuja, where I live, or I'm in Bonn, Germany right now, I can still hold class. And I say that to say this. The things I'm teaching here, technology makes it even easier. Now, I need you to know that you've heard ChatGPT, you have heard AI. I need you to know that even in this your Excel and data analytics journey, make technology a part of it, particularly artificial intelligence. You hear ChatGPT, people use it for research. If you don't know, you can as well use it for data analytics. So everything we are learning here right now, even the things we'll learn going forward, you can have ChatGPT help you. Imagine you try to do something and you just cannot remember, or some of the things I've said, please type it into ChatGPT, and just like the technology that is reaching you, that I can reach you from Niger State, from Abuja, from Germany, you can as well use ChatGPT and make your learning easier. So that said, I'm going to just recap some of the things we covered last time. Last time, we learned how to create serial numbers and then how to create series that are not counting in ones. Serial number counts in ones. And to do that easily, if you remember, we simply enter the number 1 and then enter 2. Why do we enter 2 numbers? We want to give a cell a pattern. If you simply enter 1, there's no pattern. You are not telling the cell what increment would the next number have from the old number. So once you enter your number 1 and 2, select 2 of them together. Click and drag from number 1 to 2. And then when you drag down, you create a series. This is quite simple. I just dragged it to 11. I could drag it all the way to 100. It's quite easy. We looked at this last time, so I'm not going to take time on it, but I hope you did some practice. And for those just joining the class today, I hope you are practicing. I hope you are practicing. I hope you are practicing. Like I said before the class started, the way to get the best out of this class is to actually do the work. And there's a reason why I call this class a workshop. When we do a live class, you come in with your computer. There's no two ways about it. Sometimes we actually hold it in IT hubs where there are computers on every table, laptops on every table, so that everybody practice. So the way to get the best out of this class is to watch me on an iPad or on your phone, and then practice on a desktop or a laptop. That's the best way. So I hope you've done that. That's just entering simple number series, 1, 2, 3, all the way down. Now, if you are doing the serial number 1 to 1,000, this is the easiest way. You don't want to type it in. It will take you forever. But what if we want to enter series that does not increment in ones? Now, the commonest series you will find is the series that increments 2 or 5. So let's do 2. The first number is 2, and then the second one is 4. So the next one will be 6. But instead of writing it by myself, I can select the two numbers together. And if you remember the last time what we did, instead of dragging it down with our black cross, if you remember, we can simply double click. Excel will automatically copy the series down. Now, why is Excel doing that? And why is it stopping at 22? If you notice, 22 is on the same row as 11. So what Excel is doing is taking reference from the adjacent row, which is titled numbers. Since there are 11 numbers there, it assumes that you want to create just that much of a data set. So it numbers all the way to 22 and stop. But what if you want to go beyond 22? All I simply need to do is to go to the end of the series, which is number 22. With my black cross, I click and I drag it down. Now, you notice that when I'm dragging down, there is a small box where the number is counting up. Now, it's 38, 40, 42, 44. It keeps counting. Now, if I go beyond, maybe I wanted to stop at 50, but I've already reached 64. All I simply need to do is to scroll back, drag my mouse back until I have the exact number I need, which happens to be 50. So once I unclick or remove my hands from the mouse, I have my 50. So my 2 to 50, so that's a very simple series. Now let me do something I know I taught you last time. Now this is the way I teach Excel. The things we learn, we keep using them again and again. I want to insert a column, and I want you to do that with me. And of course, if you know the way this class goes, I will need feedback from you. I want to insert a column between series and the name stroke test. So what do I need to do? Series is on column C. The name and test is on column D. So what I need to do is to go in this line between column D and E, right click and insert. Suddenly I have a new column between series and name and test. If you've done that, please, I need to hear done. I need to hear done.
Done.
Yeah, thank you, Eden. We learned this
Done.
last class. Okay, thank you, Lucky. We learned this last class, so I need to hear that, yes, we remember what we learned, because we didn't learn them for learning sake. We learned them to use them again and again. So now that we've inserted a new column, we are going to create another series. This time we are counting in 5s. So let's start with 5. What's the next number if we are counting in 5s? If we
10.
are counting in 5, 10. So I'll enter 10. Now, like I said earlier, the reason why I'm giving Excel 2 numbers is I want it to have a pattern. But what happens if I enter only 5? I don't think we've done that. Click on the 5 and drag it down. Excel is writing 5 all the way. Reason being, I didn't give Excel a pattern. So if I write 5 and I drag it down, Excel keeps repeating the 5 because it assumes I want to write 5 all over the place, but that's not what I want to do. So I write my number 5 in the first cell. I write number 10 in the next cell. When I select 2 of them and double click, Excel fills a series of numbers counting in 5. So I have 5, 10, 15, and it goes all the way down to where my adjacent cell stopped, which stopped at 50. So Excel goes to 125. Now, let me tell you also something that happens with Excel. If I want to change this series, for example, and I put 1 in the first cell, I put 3 in the second cell, That means my series is incrementing by 2. So I have 1, I have 3. The next number coming in will be a 5. When I select 2 of them and double click, notice that Excel copies down, replacing all the numbers I had there before. Did we see that happen? Is it working on our end? Is it working on our end? Hello, Lucky, is it working at your end? Eden.
Sorry, yes, sir. Yes, sir, it is.
It's working. So if you have a series
Yes,
and
sir.
you want
Yes,
to
it is.
change it, okay. Okay, Abdullah, thank you.
Yes,
so if
please.
you
When
have a series, okay, yes. Do I have a question?
are you right double clicking or not double clicking?
Yes, I'm double clicking
Yes,
on the
please.
black cross at the bottom. Double click. Now, your left click, if you are using a mouse, just quick double click and it copies down. The other option is to click and drag down. Now, that's for before you came to the last class. Haven't been in this class, you cannot waste all that time dragging down.
No, that's not the problem. My problem is to double click the
Yes,
right or left. If I'm using a laptop.
left click, left click. You have your 2 pads, your 2 clicks, right?
Yes.
Now, you know your keypad, the flat pad itself, you can double click there and it's just 2 taps, maybe 1 finger, 2 taps, tap, tap, is the same result. If not, the left click on your mouse, double click it, is the same result. Double click, I mean 2 sharp clicks. When we say double click, you don't click one and wait. Or else double tap on the pad. Is it working?
It's not working.
So what? Okay, now let me rewind back. Have you selected 1? You can see my screen, right? I'm going to zoom in to be sure you're seeing. You can see my screen, right?
Yes, I can see your screen.
Okay, have you selected 1 and 2 together? Let's go over it quickly. Have you selected 1 and 2?
Okay, I've done that.
Okay, now, of course, you know how to take your mouse to the bottom, right, where you have your black cross now?
Yes.
Once you put your mouse, fine. So if you are there, 3 ways to do it. If you have a mouse, double click. If you have a laptop, double click, tap on the pad twice, sharp, very sharp. That's what I just did. Just double tap and it scrolls down. Or else click and drag down. That's slow.
But I know how to click and drag down. That is not a problem.
But it's slow. Imagine you are dragging to 1,000. You will spend
Exactly.
so much.
That's why I wanted to get it, but it's not coming up. But I'll try it again later.
Okay, so for me, I am addicted to the mouse. Mouse makes some of these things easier, but it's working for me. When I have a challenge like this with any student, I leave my mouse and I go to my pad. So if I left click, double, it goes down. Or if I double tap my pad, the same result happens. So when that's the way, if you double click, it copies down. So if it's working for others, just check it out. Now, the next thing says enter name or text. Now, this is quite simple and straightforward. So, like I like to do, I play with all the names of the people in the class because it's your name that has filled my head right now. So I have my good friend Abdullahi here. Of course. What do I simply need to do? Select the cell where I want the name, for example, and just type the way you type normally. So I have Evelyn here. Then tab to give it a space, and I can type what else I want to type. So now I told us something last class. I need you to hear me again. One cell in a cell does not simply, it's not like you can simply handle name and surname, first name and surname, and maybe middle name. No, it can handle over 37,000 words. So it means that I can actually keep typing. Can you see what I'm doing? All of this is fitting into one cell. Now, I need you to look up in my formula bar. What do you see in my formula bar? You remember what I call the formula bar? For those in the first class, you should know what the formula bar is. Do you know what we call the formula bar? Anybody?
Yes.
Anybody? Okay, so I'm going to just annotate the formula bar for, I hope there's nobody here who didn't look at the last video. Now that bar I just highlighted, can we see the bar I highlighted?
Yes.
That's called the formula bar. Now you can
Yes.
see the information in the formula bar is the same thing as the information in my cell. So once you click on a cell, you can actually go up to the formula bar, click on it, and for example, I'm backspacing so that I'm deleting all of the nonsense I typed. So when I typed into the formula bar, it goes into the cell. You don't even need to press enter. You don't need to do anything. Once you type into the formula bar, it goes into the cell. But let me just say two things to us quickly. When you type into a cell in the cell and you press enter, the cursor automatically moves to the cell below. Did we see that on our own?
Yes, sir.
Once you finish typing and press enter, it automatically moves down. Now that's a very small move. But what happens is your hand remains on the keyboard. So if you are entering a lot of data, you don't need to go to the mouse to click on the next cell before entering the next set of data. So once you finish typing and you press enter, it goes to the cell right under. Now I need you to type and press tab. Do we know what our tab button is? Not the space bar, please.
Yes.
The tab is on the left above enter caps lock. So type and press tab. Tell me what happens to your cell selected.
It moves to the side.
Forward.
To the right.
Yes, to the right.
Yes, Excel is thinking likely that's the next place you are going to type. But if you press Control, Shift Tab, it moves to the left. If you notice the tab button, it can tab to the right or to the left. So if you press Shift Tab, it moves to the left. If you press Tab, it moves to the right. Why this is useful for you is when you are typing, you don't want to keep going to the mouse to click. No, it takes milliseconds, but if you have a lot of data to enter, it will definitely take your time. Now, whatever we enter into this cell, whether it's numbers, let me see, like, for example, I can enter 23. That's 23,000. Or test. It's the same thing. Once you type it in, it enters the cell. So I can press tab and go to the next cell. So that's simply how to enter data into an Excel worksheet. What else do I want to go to? Days of the week. Now, I'm bringing this to attention because it makes life easy. Imagine you want to write, you are preparing a roster for your office or for any organization, a roster, and you need to type Monday through Sunday, and you are doing it for, let's say, 4 weeks, Monday through Sunday, Monday through Sunday. The hard way of doing it is to type Monday, which I expect you to do in your days of the week. Can we type Monday and press enter? Let's do that together. And I need feedback when it's done so that we can move forward quickly.
Done, sir.
Press enter. Done. Okay, now the hard way to do it, the novice way to do it is to type Monday and type Tuesday and type Wednesday. It will take all the time to type days of the week before you put in any other information. But please simply click on the cell that has Monday and drag it down. Tell me what happens. Type Monday and drag down.
It goes through Saturday.
It goes all the way to, you can continue and tell me what happens. Continue beyond Monday. Try, do like
it repeats, it continues,
okay,
starts again over.
It repeats.
From Monday.
Yes.
It continues. It repeats, yes.
So there's something I need you to notice. It's very important that you notice it. At the bottom, once you finish dragging, there's a dialog box that shows up. Now, we haven't done anything with that before. It's autofill option. Can anybody see the dialog box on their own?
Yes, sir.
It's a small box.
Sir.
You can see it, right?
Yes.
It's called autofill option. Somebody's mic is echoing, please. Okay, thank you. So now click on the autofill options, and I'm going to talk you through a few of them. We are going to use them next so that it's clear. I'm just going to click on the autofill option. What's the first thing you see? If you're using 2003, you may not see everything here. You may see 4 options. What's the first thing you
Copy
see?
cell.
Copy cell,
Copy
fill
cells.
series, fill
Fill
formatting
Formatting
only,
Only
fill
without
without
formatting.
formatting.
formatting,
Flash
fill
fill.
days,
few days,
fill
few
weekdays, flash
weekly.
fill.
Fantastic. So we're on the same page. So now this is what we are going to do. Let's go back to our Monday and drag it all the way down. And then click on this fill option. I'm going to tell us, we're going to use the different options. We're going to use the, okay, maybe 4, not all the options. We're going to use like 4 of the options here. Okay. Now, when we say weekdays, what days of the week are we referring to? Weekdays. There are 7 days in a week, Monday to Friday.
Except weekend.
So I need you to, since you know what you are asking, please click on fill days, fill weekdays, and look at what happens to the result you had before. Initially, you had Monday to Sunday, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, I need you to notice you can only use this option before if you have not clicked outside. Once you copy down, I have my Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, but I only want Monday to Friday. So I click on my fill options. This is the auto fill option, and I say fill weekdays. So suddenly I have Monday to Friday. Can we see that? There's no Saturday, there's no Sunday. Let me undo that and drag it down again and say, okay, we want to fill just days. It takes everything, which is our default option. Days of the week is Monday through Sunday, and again and again. Now, let me say something here. It's starting from Monday because we told it to start from Monday. If we started our first day of the week as Sunday, which is what I'm going to do now, you notice that, right? When I'm just going to double click, really. I'm not copying that. You see that it goes Sunday, Monday, and goes the same cycle all the way to Sunday and then Monday again. I can start Tuesday. Now, this is what I'm going to do. I'm not actually typing Tuesday. Did you see what I just typed?
Yes, sir.
That's abbreviation for what?
Tuesday.
And just the way you know it's abbreviation for Tuesday, Excel also knows it's abbreviation for Tuesday. So when I double click, notice what Excel does for me. Can you see what Excel has done?
Yeah.
You do not need to abbreviate. Excel knows enough. Now, let me pause and say this. Artificial intelligence started from this level of programming in Excel. You know, I told you that use AI to your advantage when you are learning Excel. ChatGPT, ask questions when you have a challenge. It will help you. I use it myself, so don't assume that, oh, you know, it's like you have tools to work and you say no. You have a car to take you to where you want to go to. You say, I want to trek. No, use your tools. One of your tools is ChatGPT, is AI. Let me say generally AI, use them. So, but what I was saying is Excel knows that days of the week, TUE is abbreviation for Tuesday. So when you copy it down, it also abbreviates the other days of the week. This is not, as I assume this is what you want to do, because if you wanted to type Tuesday, you could type it full. So this is for days of the week. Now, sometimes we have this problem. I'm going to start my result again from Monday. That's not correct. Okay, Monday. And I want Monday to Saturday only. And I want it repeated. The funny thing is that Excel does not have this option. I don't want the rest of them. Monday, Friday, let me see, Saturday. Can we see what I have on my screen? I need you to do something similar. I only have Monday to Friday, or Monday to Saturday, please. If you want to abbreviate it, you can abbreviate it. If you want to type it full, type Monday, drag it down, it will give you Monday to Saturday. I don't want any other thing beyond just Monday to Saturday. Now, Excel does not have any automatic option for writing Monday to Saturday, Monday to Saturday. It can give you Monday to Sunday or Sunday to Monday, all the days of the week. It can give you, you saw fill weekdays. Excel can give you only weekdays, Monday to Friday, again and again, as many times as you want. But it does not automatically have Monday to Saturday. Now, does that mean we start typing Monday to Saturday again and again? No. Does that mean we fill weekdays as add Saturday? No. Does that mean we fill all the days and start removing Sunday? No. Now let's do another option. Select your Monday to Saturday. Are you there? And drag it down. I want to hear done so that I can take the next step. Monday to Saturday, I just dragged it down.
Done.
Filling it done. Yes, who else is there? Okay, thank you. One more.
Done.
I hope you are doing it too. Don't say done when the thing has not done though. So, all right.
No,
so
no, no, we're doing it. We're doing it.
Okay. I enjoy the fact that people are doing it, which is the whole essence of the class. So now I just clicked on my autofill options again. We have used fill days. We have used fill weekdays, right?
Yes, sir.
I want us to go to the top. If you remember, what's at the top for everybody?
Copy cell.
Copy cell.
Copy
Okay,
cells.
now click on that. See what happens. Tell me what happens, please. Click on that. Tell me what happens.
Monday or true.
Monday or true.
No, it
Yes.
deletes the Sundays. It deletes the
Okay.
Sundays.
Okay. Yes, that's the correct result. Now let me try and correct something. If you have Monday or true, it means that you didn't follow the steps. Okay, let's go back. What we want to achieve, let me start from Monday. I'll talk us through this again. What we want to achieve is only Monday through Saturday. Now, what I need to do, since Excel doesn't have an automatic option, but I know it has copy cells, which we can use for anything. So I put in my Monday and I drag it down to Saturday. I hope you notice that when you are dragging down, you can see the days of the week counting on the side, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So you don't have to worry yourself, oh, am I missing it? You can come back until you click out. It does not enter your screen. It's just like it's showing you a preview before you click out. So now I have my Monday to Saturday. So duplicate this multiple times. I select my Monday to Saturday, drag it down. I hope you are following me. And
Yes,
then
sir.
in my autofill options, I've dragged it down, but I have the opportunity of doing it like this or like that. I can tell it, give me just days of the week. All the days of the week. It will give me Monday through Sunday and all of them. If I say, give me weekdays, it will remove Saturday and Sunday. But this time, I want Saturday. No automatic option. So I tell Excel, copy cells. So when you say copy something, anything you have there, what happens? It is duplicated. So Excel takes my Monday to Saturday, which is one set, and duplicates it another Monday to Saturday, a third Monday to Saturday, a fourth Monday to Saturday. Okay, now this does not get to Saturday because I did not drag it long enough. But imagine I want a Saturday here. I just simply click on the Friday, drag it down one step, and I have Saturday. Notice that I don't have to give Excel a pattern like we did when we worked with numbers, because the days of the week are standard. Excel knows the days of the week. You are not the only one who knows it. So once you want it, you can type in any of the day. You want to start on a Wednesday, type in Wednesday, drag it down, and you get the days of the week. So is it working at your end? I can't see your screen.
No, sir.
Okay, now tell me what you are seeing. What is happening?
It's still
Quickly.
giving me all Monday.
Okay, all Monday. Okay, now if I wanted all Monday, this is what I would do. After writing, typing Monday, I click on the Monday and just drag it down. When I say,
sir.
it will give me the days of the week, but in my fill option, when I say copy cells, you give me all Monday. This is what you are getting. So
Yes,
let's
sir.
undo that. Click on your Monday first, and drag it all the way until you get Saturday. Tell me when you have Saturday.
Okay, 1 minute, sir.
Okay. Type Monday, click, drag it down, then till you have Saturday. Monday to Saturday. Do you have that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now click on Monday, select to Saturday. Now, when I say drag down, copy down, it's different from when I say select. Let me see it like this.
Okay.
You can
And
see my
that's where
screen.
the issue is coming
That's
from.
where I think the issue.
Drag
You
from
can see
Monday
my
morning.
screen, right?
Yes, sir.
Every time we want to copy, we go to the corner or drag. But if you want to select, you stay in the middle. Can you
Okay,
see
sir.
what's the type of cross I have right now? This is in my screen. Can you see the cross?
White.
Yes, the white
What
cross.
is a what color?
White.
White.
White. So this is different from, you know, the black cross for copy. This
Yes,
is
sir.
for selecting. So when your mouse is in the middle of the cell, you get this white cross, you click and you drag down. That's to select. So I just selected to Saturday. Have you done the same thing?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, having selected to Saturday, you can now go to the corner, click, drag down. Done.
Sorry,
Done.
come again, sir. Haven't selected to Saturday.
You go to the right-hand corner where we have our...
Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So you have your black cross. You click and you drag it down. You click and you drag it down.
Okay. Okay.
Then you have a chance to use your autofill options. You remember our dialog box?
Oh, okay. Yes.
Autofill.
Yes.
You see copy
Done.
cells. Working, right?
Okay. Yes, sir. Yes.
So we can move forward. Now, I'm not going to take time dealing with the months of the year so that we can move on to dates and then move on to the month. What's the first month of the year?
January.
Okay, so we can start with January. And I can type January. Once I double click, only January is what I type to. You can notice that Excel is filling all the other adjacent cell to the days of the week I have created with the months of the year. Can we see my screen, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes.
so it should happen the same thing at your end. Now, if I decide to type JAN instead of typing the full month, and I as well copy down, Excel abbreviates all the months of the year for me. Jan, Feb, March, April, all of them, Excel abbreviates all of them. So it's the same thing. The same thing we've done with the months is what we can do with the year. Now, I can decide that I don't want to start from January. This month is July, right? So I can decide that the first month I want is actually July because whatever I'm doing starts in July and goes forward. So all I need to do is type in July. If I don't have information anywhere around, either down the column or in the adjacent column, I'll click and drag down. But if I have information down the column or in the adjacent column, I simply double click and Excel will fill it down for me. Notice that because I wrote July in full, Excel is writing everything in full, but I want to do it again. I just typed JUL. I'm not trying to type Julie. Excel assumes, Excel understands that I am typing the months of the year, not somebody's name. There's really no word JUL, maybe the name of a city, but Excel assumes I'm typing the months of the year. So when I double click, have you noticed what Excel did for the months of the year for me? All of them abbreviated, first three letters. So you don't want, if you don't want them long, Excel will do this for you. So that's that. So let's move on to the next in date. Not a very big deal in date, but I just needed to just explain one or two things in date in Excel. Excel does not see date the way we see date. Excel sees date as a number. Hello? Excel sees date as a number. Even though you type in date as 1st of January 2025, Excel sees it as a number. Now I have this figure on my screen, 1900. By Excel programming, Excel starts counting as if the word started in 1900. 1900 in Excel is day 1, day 2, day 3. So whatever, July 16th, 2025 is day maybe 5,000 something, counting from 1900. Why is this important? You can sometimes write date in Excel and you see it like a number. And you are wondering, I thought I wrote date. Why does it look like a number? Excel sees your date as number. And that's the reason why you can add dates together. That's the reason why you can add months together. So Excel takes 1900 and starts counting each day. So that tells you whether it's January 1st or January 2nd. Now, let's try and we'll understand that when we type it. Can we type in today's date? Type it with slash or type it with in letters, text and letters. Let's do with dash first. What's today's date? Let's do with dash. 16 slash, what's that? 7 slash 2025. Enter. Excel understands that to be date. That's today's date. Has anybody typed in their date?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to fast forward elite you and make us do something here. When you look in your what now? Your groups, your ribbon, there's this group called the numbers group. I just annotated it. Can you see it on your own screen?
Yes.
It's called the numbers group. I just annotated it. Huh?
Yes.
This is where formatting for numbers is usually done. So the numbers group. I'm going to remove the annotation. Now click on the drop-down arrow beside that date. Click on the drop-down arrow. That's just to format the whatever you have in the cell. And remember what I told us last class. Select to effect. If you are maybe in the next cell, you press enter, you're in a different cell. Anything you do here will not affect your date. So click on the date, today's date, and then notice that Excel already understand that this is a date automatically because you type 16/07/2025. You know it's a date. Excel also knows it's a date. So click the drop down arrow, and there are 2 options for dates. There's short date and long date. Can we see that, please?
Yes.
Can we see short date and long date?
Yes, sir.
Change it. If you have the short date, which I think you do, since we typed it, change it to long date. What do you have? Can you see Excel knows that the month 07 is July? Did it change on your end?
Yes.
Okay. Now, I need us to do something before I leave here, which will, what I explained to you earlier. Change in that same place where you had changed it to from long date to short date, change the format of the content of that cell to number format. Tell me what number you see at your end.
45854.00.
Okay, now that number, you know, I was explaining to you that Excel starts counting dates 1 day at a time from 1900, right? It means that today is day 45,854 days from 1900. Is that, does anybody understand what that means?
Sorry, sir. My date is not changing.
It's
When
not
I
changing.
press,
I
yes.
think I explained, you remember select to effect? Do you know what select to effect means? I don't. Click on
Yes, when
the
I
cell
press
that
that,
has the
I
date.
don't know why.
Have you clicked on the cell?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
Now,
Click on it.
when I annotated
And
the
sorry, sir. After clicking on the cell H4 right now.
Okay,
My
no problem.
toolbar, the number box
Yes.
is faint. Like I can't click the number, that number box. I can't click on it.
Oh, it's not clickable right now.
Yes, it's not
Why?
clickable. I
Why?
don't
Why?
know.
Why? Why? Why?
But
It's your Excel.
if I delete, yes.
Click on the
What's wrong
drop
with this? Yeah, the drop down is not clickable. Okay, now let me click on any other thing on your screen. Let me be sure that your
Yes, it's back now. If I click on something else, it's back.
is back. So what's wrong with
Yes.
that particular cell? Okay, click on another cell.
Okay.
Type 1900 for me. Just 1900. Just type it.
So the cell, should it be on the same column, the H column, or another column?
Anywhere.
Okay.
Anywhere. I don't want to
1900.
worry about it. Huh?
Yeah, I've clicked. Okay, after typing 1900,
Yes.
it's not clickable again.
It's not clickable again. Why
Yeah.
are your dates not clickable? Okay, now do something for me. Select that whole column from the top. You know how we select from the top? Can you remember?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Select the whole column from the top. Huh?
Yes, sir.
Is your format clickable?
Yes.
Okay, change it to general format. Just click general. That's the first format at the top. General. Click on general.
Yes, now it's on general now.
You're on general. Okay,
Yes.
now click on the cell that was not clickable before. Let me see.
I've clicked on it.
Now, is your number format clickable?
Yes, it is.
Oh, change it to date. Short date, long date, your call. Is the number now a date?
Yes, it's now a date.
Okay, I don't know what happened why it was not clickable. I don't know whether you clicked on something. But no, I don't want to bother you guys
the
with.
date is not, the date is the 1900 now is showing 14th of March 1905. That was
Okay,
the
now
date.
let me tell you what that means. Let me tell you what that means.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Hello, sir. Mine
Yes.
didn't work on the under the dates column, but it worked on the next column.
Okay, now let me explain something. The next class we are going to do is formatting. Okay, no, not the next class. So there are two things before formatting. What we are doing, like I use the word. Let me fast forward, right? When we deal with formatting, some of these, this is not working, that is not working, will be clearer. Now let me just quickly explain something about formatting in Excel. When you format data in a cell, you are not actually formatting the data. You are formatting the cell. Now, let me explain what that means. It means that if you remove the data from the cell, delete it, the format remains in the cell. So when you type in a new data into the cell, it takes the last format you created for the cell. I don't know whether we understand that. So this worksheet has been worked on too many times. Sometimes when I actually share a worksheet, when I'm teaching in class, I realize that I left some formatting, some data, some correction inside. Maybe when I used it the last class, I didn't clean it out completely. So you might face formatting challenges, but when you go into formatting, you understand. There's a reason why I told you to change the formatting to general format. I will explain that even though we'll deal with it later. The default format for any column in Excel is general format. So when you open a blank worksheet, Excel is in general format. So when you start formatting cells, you can format a cell and walk away. You can even format a cell that has no data and walk away. So when you type in the data, it takes the format because the format stays with the cell and not with the data in the cell. I hope we understand that. So if I write 23 here, for example, and let me write 23, or let me do a cell you can see. Okay, I just wrote 23 in that cell, and I format it. I just increase the font size. Okay, when we do formatting, you guys are going to understand what I'm doing. I just increase the font size. It's a little too large. Let me just reduce it a little. After doing that, I click on the cell and delete 23. This 23 is gone. Now I write 43. Have you noticed that the format of 43 is the same format as the 23 that was there before?
Yes.
But I have deleted the text there. What happens is the format stays with the cell, not with the content. So if you open and you type into a space and it's showing you date or something, or it's not showing date, it means that that cell has been previously formatted. If I format a worksheet, save it and send it to you, the format will get to you. So to correct, if you are not sure what the format is, it's not acting like it should. That's why I told him to select the entire cell, change it to general format. That's your like default format. Then if it's a date, you can format it as date. If it's text, you format it as text. If it's currency, we'll deal with all that when we get to formatting. So I need us to move forward. I'll teach us one more thing, then we'll go to the next module. We spent quite a while on this module, and we'll have more things to cover. The last thing I want to teach us before we leave this place is something called a text box. It's very useful in Excel. You use it in Microsoft Word. It's also very useful in Excel. If you notice, everything we have typed since has been inside a cell. Have you noticed that?
Yes, sir.
Everything we have typed has been inside a cell. And it cannot stay outside of a cell independently. So when you increase a cell, reduce a cell, or format a cell, it affects the content. But what if you want information that is independent of this cell structure? That's where the text box becomes useful. So let's all put in a text box, and I'll simply type in is the text box. We format it, then we'll leave here and go to the next module. So let's click on Insert on your menu bar. When I say menu bar, I expect that you remember. If you don't remember, just look on your screen right after your title. Your
Yes, sir.
title bar, the next bar is your menu bar. Then after that, you have the groups, the different groups. So can we see insert on our menu bar?
Yes.
Click on insert. On the far right, you see this A, just before symbols, you see A, and it's written as text. Click on it. It gives you 5 options. Well, we want one of the options. Text box. Are you there?
Yes.
No, sir, I'm lost, sir. Sorry.
Where are you?
Yes, sir. Yes,
or
sir.
Beg or Gwagwalada?
I've seen it, sir.
You said boat or Uber.
I'm with you, sir.
Okay, let's go back. Okay, I'll quickly run. On your menu bar, can you see insert?
Yes, I can.
Home, then insert. Click on insert. I need to know you are with me.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
On the far right, almost at the end, you will see a letter A, and under the row text. Far right, it should be there. Just keep looking to the almost the end, right? Is there anybody that cannot see their text?
You can all
Hello?
see.
No,
You can all see.
look, your far right.
Far
You
right,
will see
please.
text.
Text.
Far right. You see
Right.
text. There's an
Eva,
A
can
on.
you see
There's
that?
an A inside.
Yes, sir.
A.
Yes, sir. I'm there already, sir.
Okay, click on it, and then it gives you an option of 5 different things. We're
So you
using
should
the
click
one
on the
that says
text box.
text box.
Okay.
When you come to your worksheet, now listen to this. Once you click, type. If you click your text box into your worksheet and you click out, it can disappear. So once you click, put in your information into the text box. So I just want somebody to type in capital letter the text box. That's all. And I want to hear done before I say the next few things.
Done.
Okay,
Done.
thank you. So you have caught up with us. That's good. Okay, now fantastic. So we have a text box. Does your text box have outline? You know what's called the outline? That's the line on the outside. Does it have an outline?
Yes.
Does it have a fill? Does it have a fill? Do you know what is fill? The color inside the box. Does it have a fill?
No. Mine is just plain.
Plain. It has a field. If you look at your test box, you notice that you cannot see the line behind it.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
It
yes,
actually
yes,
has a field. The field is just white. Now,
yes.
that is what we are going to do. We are going to format this test box. So click on the test box. When you look on your screen, you see on your menu bar, there's one new one that just showed up. What's the name?
Shape format.
Shape format. Last class, I told us about context menu, right? And I told us that I won't bother explaining it too much. When we start working, you will see what is context menu. Context means if you are doing some certain kind of operations in Excel, there are some menus that help you do it. Now, if you notice, this shape format has not shown up since we've been doing other things, right? But once you have a shape, which is this our test box, your shape format shows up. So click on shape format. We're only going to do two things. When we do formatting, we'll do more. In the middle of shape of, when you click on shape format, can anybody see shape fill and shape outline?
Yes.
Yes, we can.
Okay, so shape fill means what color are we filling this shape? And like I told you guys, the shape has been filled with white. That's right. So can we, okay, I need somebody to tell me, should we do no fill? Can you see no fill at the bottom?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Or should we fill it with?
Yes.
Who wants to go?
We should
No
fill
fill
it.
or fill with a certain color.
Fill with a
Let's
certain
certain
color so I
color.
can see the difference.
Okay, so what color are you filling with?
Chelsea blue.
Oh,
So people want Champions League. That's why I ran away from Nigeria. They will not let me rest. So people want Club World Cup, we cannot rest. Okay, so that's blue, right? We'll leave it for you guys. You guys have tried. Now that's blue, right?
yes, sir.
Now I was telling you about the outline. There's an outline here. So click on shape outline. Two things we are going to do. We are going to change the color of the outline, one, and then we are going to change the thickness. I will deal with this much later. So what color should we make the outline? I don't want black. The original color is black. So choose another color for me. Orange. Okay, can you see orange there? I can see orange on my own. I click on orange. Can you see the orange color?
Yes.
It's quite tiny.
Yes,
It's there,
yes.
but it's tiny. So go back to your shape outline. Look for weight. Tell me when you see weight.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
You can see weight. When you put your mouse over weight, what do you see to the right?
1/4
You see
point.
different sizes
Yeah,
of
different
weight.
sizes.
Different thickness of lines.
Yes.
So let's go
Yes.
for, because we want it to be very obvious, let's go for a very thick line. There's 4.5 points, right?
Yes,
Can you
sir.
see that? Okay, so click on it.
Yep.
Suddenly, you can see how thick. Now, let me say this. I'll likely not do this kind of colors and outline, right?
So your
But
own is
I
not
just,
fine because you use yellow.
okay, I should
Our
have used
blue and
orange.
orange is fine.
Where is, okay, now you are making me have to go and look for orange. Now we have to go to more outline colors. Why are you people like this?
What
Now,
matters is just the message.
I've gone somewhere else to go and look. Now I'm looking for orange all over the place. What is that? I'm done. That's not part of today's class. We'll get there. Okay, so, but you understand the concept, right?
Yes,
And you know, it's ladies that have this kind of problem. They want blue, they want yellow, they want men. We just put a color, we are moving on. But this is the whole thing about your test. But there's one other thing we have not dealt with. The test inside the test box, right?
Okay, sir.
So click on the test box and click on home.
Oh, okay.
Can you see your test? The test for me is Calibri. Can you see the test?
Yes.
Can you see what's the number beside the test?
11.
11. Okay, now that 11 is the default size in Excel. Once you open the cell, it's on size 11, but it's usually too small when you print. Anything from 12, 13. 13 is usually the average size. So click on the drop down of 11 and just increase the font size. I want us to do something that is not very nice. Let's increase the font size to 24. Tell me what happens to your work.
The letters have gone outside of the box.
Okay, so now I deliberately created that problem so that we can solve the problem and learn something about the text box. You can increase the size of the text box. Can you see the bubbles all around the text box?
Yes, we can.
These white bubbles. Click on any of them and drag it. Any of them. So you can increase the size of the text box so that your text is completely visible. We'll do some more formatting. I won't want to.
So my text size is not working.
You have to
Have you
highlight
clicked on the text box?
Yes, I did.
So
Are you sure
I
I'm not
cannot
having
click
the
the
same?
drop down.
So I
You
think
can't
you
click
need to highlight the text itself.
Okay, now
Okay,
that's
it has worked, sir.
option 2. Option 2 is highlight the text, but when you click on the text box, you'll be able to adjust. Now, somebody change the color of your text to white.
Sorry,
that
sir.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, please. Who am I speaking to?
Okay, this is Kelechi.
Okay,
My
Kelechi,
text and
yes.
the alongside while clicking just the number.
Okay, I didn't hear you, Kelechi. Say what?
The text and the frame itself are both expanding at the time. I heard others say the text is protruding out of the box, but mine did not protrude. It expanded alongside. No, it's expanded alongside with the frame.
The frame is expanding by itself?
No, when I increase the size, the font of the letter, it expanded alongside the box. Instead of the letter alone to expand, like others do. I don't know if it's.
Can you do that again? Do that again. Select the text and increase the font size. Normally it spills.
Okay, I didn't select the text. Sorry, later.
Okay, so well, even if you told me it's both of them moved, that happens in the PowerPoint. I know there's a setting in PowerPoint where you want two of them to move together, but I don't think that happens in Excel. Let me see. Okay, I don't want to go into that. Okay. One more thing I want to point out, just to point it out. Can we see an arrow on top of, when you click on the text box, an arrow? It looks like a cycle with an arrow on one side.
Yeah.
Yes.
Click on it and drag it. Tell me what happens to your text box. Just click it and play with it.
Yeah.
Sorry, sir, come again.
There's an arrow on top of your
That's
text
like
box,
the rotate,
circular.
to rotate.
That's round, round one.
Yes.
Okay.
So make your text box vertical.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so you can change it in every direction. You can actually make it upside down. Your call, right? So I've made my text box upside down. So that's just for you to change the orientation of your text box. So we've inserted the text box, we've formatted the text box, we've done the shape fill and shape outline. Now, if I think my outline is too thick,
sorry, please, how did you turn around the text box now?
There's an arrow that is circular on top of your text box. If you click on the text box, you see the arrow on top. If you click it and drag it, your text box starts turning around. Can you see that? Is your own working?
I no, it's not.
Have you clicked on the text box?
Yeah.
Do you have this circular arrow on top?
Yes.
Click on it.
I think the Excel I'm using is outdated.
It doesn't matter.
Do you know what the Excel is? Do you know what the year? Or this is a very 2013. No. It's not outdated at all. This is a very simple operation. You clicked on the text box, right? Which I am thinking maybe that's what you are not doing. Did you click on the text box?
Yes.
Can you see all the white bubbles all around, all these white cycles?
I can see them, yeah.
Fine. Then can you see this arrow on top?
Yeah, I can see it now. It's working now.
Okay, it's working now. You click
Yeah.
and hold that, then you turn it. So that's about that. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing this. This is the last page of this slide. So we've covered entering data all the way to test bus. But the last thing I was going to say is, imagine I don't like the thickness of this, my test bus, of the outline. All I simply need to do is click on the test bus, go to my shape format, and in my shape outline, I can change. What do I need to change? Can we remember?
The thickness.
The weight.
So that's called the weight. So I
Yes.
can reduce the weight and I can as well change the color. So I want to make it green. I don't mind. So it's okay. So that's for that. So I'm going to stop sharing this. This is slide 3. So if you are there, please open your slide 4 while I stop sharing this and start sharing my slide 4. So let me stop sharing. We've done 1 hour. Time is running fast. So thank you, everybody that is in class tonight. Thank you for everybody that's in class tonight. We're doing some learning. So I'm going to my slide 4. This slide 4, sheet 4. That's titled, where's my sheet 4?
Chain and worksheet.
Yes, that's it there. Okay, now this is, we don't spend a lot of time here. This is very simple, so we'll move on. We'll move on quickly. Can you see my sheet 4? Copying.
Yes.
Okay, now this follows from what we've been doing before we go to formatting. This is when we did that Monday, Tuesday, we could have done a different thing of copying the data or cutting them and moving them somewhere else. But because they are days of the week, it's a series Excel knows, that's how we could copy it down. But in Excel, you can copy data from one part of your worksheet to another, or from one worksheet to a different worksheet. I actually have 2 worksheets here. So if you look at the test, you can copy or cut data. Let's select everything. Those are like 5 lines of text. You can copy or cut data. I'm on sheet 4 now. Copying and worksheet management. I'm on sheet 4. We've covered some worksheet management, so it will not take a lot of time. So please open up. I like to open my 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 worksheets so that we don't spend time opening worksheet halfway in work. You just move from one worksheet to the next worksheet. So if you come to class, know that we are doing 3, 4, 5. Open all of them up. It makes life faster for us. So copying and moving data. I've selected my you can copy or cut data. I've selected it. Has anybody done that?
Yes.
Okay, so if you look on your menu bar, right below your menu bar on your left, there is the clipboard group. It's called the clipboard group. Everything that has to do with copying, pasting, all of them happens here. But of course, there's a shortcut. Can we see the clipboard group, please?
Yes.
Okay, so everything that has to do with copy, paste are done here. It's now, I normally don't go up there. I rarely go up there. What I go up to do there is actually different from the copying and pasting. I'll show us that when we start doing formatting, because the fastest way to do copying and pasting is your regular Windows shortcut. And like I said, some shortcuts here are similar to the shortcuts in your Windows, but some are different. So let's start with the ones that are similar. What is copy in Microsoft Word, Microsoft Windows? What's copy?
Control C.
See, that's simple. So I click somewhere else, and what is paste?
Control V.
Control V.
Sorry.
Okay, so now I have not copied what I was supposed to copy. Okay, so Control C. Now, when you copy, can you notice like some dotted line running around what you have copied?
Yes.
What it is telling you is that you have copied the content of this place. Now, that's called a marquee. The whole, okay, one of my teachers will call it dancing ants. They are not actually, it's called a marquee. That's the right name for it. Now, you can go to
your about
other,
your
hello? What did you say? You can go to any other location and control what to paste. Control
V.
plus V.
V.
Simple. So I just copied that data from the first location. Now, if you look at the marquee, you still see that that text is still selected. What that is telling me is that on my clipboard, I still have the same information. So I can go somewhere else and do Control V. You notice I'm pasting this multiple times, right?
Yes.
But when I click outside or press Escape, the marquee has disappeared. So when I do Control V, Excel tells me I don't have any data on my clipboard. So once you select data, you see your marquee, and then you can paste it somewhere else. And then you can paste it multiple times. But once you click out, or you press your escape, and your marquee disappears, you can no longer paste the data. So I just did copy and paste, which is a very simple process from Microsoft. I talked about familiarity of Excel. I can cut. Now, the difference between copy and paste and cut and paste is when I cut in Excel, you also see the marquee. But when you go paste it somewhere else, like it happens in Microsoft Word, it disappears from where you cut it from. That's the difference between copy and paste in Excel. Now, let's play with something quickly. What if I have these three names? Let me just take these three names, and I want to repeat them multiple times. Just these three names, for example, I want to repeat them multiple times. I'm going to use a trick we have learned before. Just these three names. I select all three. Okay, now, oh, I did something I didn't tell you what I did. Let me undo. Let me undo. Somebody will wonder what just happened. Okay, please, select just these three names. Mass Warren, Savannah,
Please, sir,
and then Carolina. Yes.
Shortcut for,
I didn't hear you.
what is the shortcut for undo?
Control Z.
Okay, it's also Control Z, yeah?
Yes, it's Control Z here, yes. Those basic shortcuts are the same thing. Okay, I just did something I didn't tell us what I did there. And you see the three tests, the three sets of tests I have selected, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
My cursor on the line, we see a certain kind of cross. Please put your cursor on the line. Tell me what kind of cross you see.
Tiny with a thick four arrows.
Okay, so those arrows are in 4 directions, right?
Yes.
What that means is that this can go anywhere. So when you click and hold with that cross, you can carry your test anywhere. Cut now. It's in Microsoft Word, they call it drag and drop. That's exactly what you are doing here. So you can drag the information and drop it anywhere. That's actually what I did, and I know I did not explain it. So that's why I went back. So I just want just these three names only. I select three of them. I can click and drag it. The truth is, when I'm working with Excel, I use this a lot. And that's why I did it. I didn't even remember to explain it. Have we done that? Have we moved it?
No, sir.
Okay, why is it not moving?
Sir, with that 4 arrows, so we're going
Yes.
to click it again and drag it. Is that what you said?
Click on the line and drag it. Yes, with the 4 arrows on the line, click and drag it. Somebody said it's working, so it works. Click and drag.
It works.
Okay. Now, notice something in your Max Warren. Can you see that it's cutting across the width of the column?
Yes,
It's like
yes.
what's the fastest way to open your column?
Drag the line by the side.
That is correct, but that's snail speed, fastest way.
Double click on the column.
Fantastic, fantastic. So we learned that last class. So now this is me doing refresher. I need to remind you. If I don't remind you, you would forget. So use it. So might drop my information in column D. So the space between D and E, there's a line. If I double click, now you don't need to select. I know some of you saw me select. You think, oh, I have to select the entire column. No. If I double click, Excel will automatically expand the column so that the text will fit in. We'll deal with this when we go into formatting again, but that's it. So have we widened our column?
No, my column is not widening like that. The way just mentioned.
No. See, there's a line between D and E. If that's where you are, right?
Yes,
there's
sir.
a line between D and E. Do you,
Yes,
if
sir.
you put your mouse over the line, it will show you an arrow pointing left and right.
Yes.
Do you have that arrow?
Yes, sir.
So if you double click, it will open automatically. Double click, that's the way. Left click, double click. So that's the whole idea. It's your left click mouse. Once you double click, it will open up. Is it working?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that Kelechi? Who were we serving that? Okay. So if it's working, you have the same information and your cell has opened up. So select the three names. Select the three names. Have you done that?
Yes.
Select the three names. Done?
Yes.
Drag it down.
Oh, shit.
What happened? Drag it down.
Yeah, the names keep occurring.
Excel automatically copies. Now, let me tell you why Excel is doing that. If you click on your autofill options, you notice that the default setting for Excel is to copy cells down.
Copy cell. Yes.
That's the default setting. So Excel is automatically copying the cell down. So there are three more options here we would use. I'm sure we'll get to it later. When we start doing formatting, we'll use, two of the options. Then Flash Fill has its own separate worksheet. We'll do it. So it copies this cell down, but there's something else I want to achieve, and I want to show us how to achieve it. Imagine I want to copy these three names down, but I want a single line, a single row between them. All I need to do is to select the three names and select one extra row. Copy that and tell me what happens. You are now selecting 4 rows instead of 3.
I didn't get a question, sir.
I want to leave a row between these names. Max, Savannah, Carolina, an empty row, one single empty row, and then repeat the name again. So to do that, I select 3 names and 1 extra row.
Can you please expand your Excel instead? We are only seeing so that we can see what you are doing.
Can you see my screen?
We are seeing the data analysis workshop display. The Excel itself is small.
No, I can see the Excel.
No, we can see the Excel, but it's on a smaller screen.
Down your phone.
It's on the side.
No, for me, I can
want to expand it.
Okay, I can see. Okay, yeah. Corrected it. Yeah, it's okay.
All right, thank you. I didn't know what to do from here. Okay, now that we can see clearly, have we selected the 3 names and the extra space?
Yes.
So copy it down and tell me what happens to the names will repeat, but something else interesting will happen.
Repeated with empty cell.
So you know what you are doing? You are copying down, right? So if there's one empty cell, I say I keep also copying one empty cell down. There's no data inside there, but I say I keep copying it. So if you are creating like a roster and you want one space in between, maybe Monday to Saturday, it keeps happening. You don't need to come and recreate that. If you wanted 2 spaces in between, you sell how many extra empty spaces should you select?
2.
So when you drag that, Excel will keep repeating this name and giving you just 2 empty spaces. as you like it. So this is simply copying and moving data. Now, this whole data I just copied down, like I showed us earlier, I can simply click on the side with my my move arrow. This is my arrow that has my cross that has 4 arrows. Click and drag it somewhere else. I use this a lot in Excel. It makes life easy. I just move it somewhere else and leave it there. So that is for that. Last class, did we do copying an entire worksheet? I think we did. Copying the information on an entire worksheet, like duplicating a worksheet. I think we covered it last class. Can anybody remember?
We can still try it again, oh.
Again, because it's in the video. Go watch the video. But let's just play with it quickly, right? Okay, I know I did it. So imagine this whole worksheet. We want to duplicate the worksheet, right? All we simply need to do is to right click. I need us to follow me. This is a review.
Okay.
Right click. What are the things we see when we right click on the worksheet name? What are the things we see? Quickly.
Insert, delete,
move, rename, move. Yeah.
Copy. Now let's click on move or copy. So we know where we are going to. If you click on move or copy, are you with me? Is everybody with me? Okay, if you click on move or copy, what do you see?
Copying and moving data, worksheet, move to end.
This, you can see a box, right?
Yes.
It's called a dialog box. Dialog box is asking you, what exactly do you want to do? Which of the things do you want to act on? What do you want to do to it? So what's the sheet we want to move? We want to copy. Copying and moving data worksheet, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Can you notice that all the other sheets are also available there? Or actually one more sheet is available there. So you click on the sheet you want to copy, and then at the bottom, can we see create a copy?
Sure.
You click on it and click OK. What happens? Excel creates a duplicate of that worksheet. All the information in the previous worksheet shows up. What did it name your worksheet?
Same name.
Huh?
There's 2 in front of it.
There's 2.
Same name with a 2. So this is a copy of that other one. Can we remember how to rename worksheet?
Yes.
Yes.
So simply right click or simply double click.
Rename.
Once you double click, you can rename. That's that. So let's move on. This was a short worksheet. I'm going to stop sharing this worksheet and share the next worksheet. Yeah, we are doing some good time. So let me share. This one is now worksheet 5. Let me see.
I didn't really get opening the worksheet, sir.
Okay, no problem. Let's move to, no problem. No problem. I will deal with it in 1 minute, but then I will say the way we do this class, because we have a lot of things to cover, that's why we record so that you can go to the place where you have a challenge and check it out again. If it works for one person, it means it will work for you. But I'll go over it quickly, but not on that same worksheet. I need you to move to worksheet 5 now. Like I said to us, open your worksheets so that we can move along quickly. Worksheet 5 is called Flash Fill. This is a very useful tool in Excel. I'm sure there are some things you have done before that if you have this tool, you ask yourself, why did I suffer myself doing all of that? So I'm on Flash Fill worksheet. Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so who am I dealing with when it comes to copying? Oh, sorry, I didn't get the name. Copying worksheet. Robinson. Kelechi.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Kelechi, are you, I want to address you directly. Are you on the Flash Fill worksheet?
Yes, I am.
Okay, now go to the name. The name of this worksheet is sheet 1. What it means is that I did not rename it. So right click on it. You are the one I'm addressing, so let's go over it quickly. Right click on the worksheet name. There's insert, delete, rename. Can you see move or copy?
Move or copy, yes, I've seen it. So.
Click on it. Like I explained just now, this is a dialog box. Now,
Okay.
because you only have one worksheet in this workbook, the worksheet is automatically selected. At the bottom, this is where I think you missed. There's an option that says create a copy. Can you see that?
Yes.
Check it. Check means click on it and you see that it's selected now.
Yes.
Now click OK. Tell me what happens.
It disappeared.
Look at your
Loading.
worksheet. Look at the bottom of your worksheet, the names. What can you see at the bottom? Where you saw sheet 1 before. What can you see there?
One, another. Okay, there's another one now.
So
I'm
are you
now
happy now?
2.
Are you happy now?
Well, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, no, let me quickly explain to you what happened. The sheet 1 you have has been copied. So why you have that 2 is telling you this is a copy of sheet 1. So they can't have the same name. So sheet 1, then sheet 1, 2. If you copy this again with this same name, it will go to sheet 1, 3. If you had a real name, it will show you, maybe if the name was flash fill, it will go flash fill 2. 2 just means that it's a copy of the previous worksheet. Are we good? So
Okay, thank you.
I don't want this second worksheet. Right click and do delete. I suspect Kelechi was not in the last class. Kelechi, we have the video of the last class. I usually post the link. It's on my YouTube page, so you can check out what we covered.
I've gotten this already. I've done.
Okay,
Thank you,
so I don't want this page that we just added. So I right click and I click delete. Now, why is it warning me? I don't know if I explained this last class. When you delete a worksheet in Excel, it does not go to recycle bin. Once you delete a worksheet, it is gone. So that's why Excel is warning me. I say, yes, I want it deleted. So let's move on quickly. What is flash fill? Flash fill is a feature in Excel that allows you, Excel sees a pattern and allows you copy the pattern down without you doing any work. And there are some tools in Excel, some functions that are used to manipulate data in Excel, but flash fill seems to be some of those functions condensed. Now, let me say before we start doing flash fill will not deal with all your data that you need to clean or condense or format in certain way, change the text in certain ways. But the places where it works like magic. Let me say it like that. The places where it works, you're almost shocked at what flash fill can do. So let's start with, we have some options, some examples here. We'll just use those examples to practice flash fill. If you use it for certain things, it doesn't work. Maybe flash fill can handle. But for the things it can handle, it works like magic. So I am on cell C4. And this list, assume this list are the names of the people in this class today. I say, can we take an attendance? Yes, this is the attendance register. And I want to create email address for everybody. I want to create certain things for everybody. Are we on cell C4?
Yes, sir.
Okay, if you remember, C4 is what we call the cell address. We are on cell C4, and above cell C4, you see imorgan@lighthouse.com. That's the way we want to create email address for everybody. Now, imorgan is coming from, what's the name of the person on cell B4? What's the name of the person?
Isabella Morgan.
So now the imorgan is I, which is the initial, the first initial of the person's name. Morgan, let's take that as the surname, or whatever, second name. So I want to combine this and add at syz.com, any email address I want to add to it. Instead of doing it one by one, all I need to do, just the way we did that copy down when we're doing series, I give Excel a pattern. And if the pattern is clear, which is where the problem usually comes in flash fill, if the pattern is not clear, Excel would not do your flash fill. But if the pattern is clear, once you put the pattern, Excel automatically shows you a preview of what you will get. And if you press enter, Excel does it for you. So I need you, I'm not going to type, I need you to type and tell me what happens at your end. In that cell C4, type i.morgan at I.Morgan. I'm typing all small letters. Email address are usually small letters, right? So I.Morgan at regular at sign. I.Morgan at I.Morgan at. Are we there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What email address do we want to use now? Let's say at excel.com. I.Morgan at excel.com. So type and tell me what happened. Simple. Now, have we finished typing that first one?
Yes.
I.Morgan at excel.com.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Press enter, go to the next cell. Type arrow.campbell. You may not even be able to finish before what happens will happen.
Okay, sir.
Once you type
Yes,
R,
They are all filled up.
I have a problem
Everything
with
is
this
filled up.
sheet though.
with this worksheet.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
What is it saying? What's the problem?
I can't even clicking and you can't, it's not, you can't type anything. So I think it's that format thing you're talking about.
No, this is not a format thing. Close the worksheet and reopen it. Huh? If you see any dialog box on top that is asking you enable editing, huh? If you download some what do you call it? Except from the internet, you need to enable editing sometimes.
Worksheet.
Which sheet are we working on?
Flash fill, sheet number 5.
Flash fill, but
sheet number 5, flash fill. So if you have downloaded everything, this will be 5, and the title is flash fill. We are going in order 1, 2, 3, 4. This is sheet number 5, flash fill. So if I please close and open it again.
yes, sir. Done.
Have you did you click on enable editing?
I just opened it with my Google Sheet.
Okay, is it responding now?
Yes, it's responding now.
Okay, so let's
That's
try.
why I've been silent, because I couldn't work on the previous sheet.
You didn't tell me you couldn't work on the previous sheet. That's why we are in class. You let me know that you're having a challenge. So fine, if it's open, let's try. I think it will do the same thing for you, even on Google Sheet. But your Excel, after the class, please try it in Excel. It should work. So I said we should type I.Morgan. Has anybody done that?
We've done it. It has brought out
Yes,
all
we've done it.
email
It
of
brought out all
everybody.
the email address of everybody.
Do you think that makes life easy?
Yeah.
Okay,
very,
so
very
after
easy.
typing I.Morgan, what do we do?
At excel.com. We just chose a website called excel.com.
.com. Okay. So we just click enter.
Why are you absent?
Now, the next cell, type arrow dot. Now, for me, just arrow dot. Now, notice what is happening to my screen. What Excel is giving me is, it's not as if Excel is forcing me to accept it. But Excel sees that there seems to be a pattern here. Quickly, just 1 to 2, Excel is noticing the pattern. So it's giving me a preview. And the question is this what you want to create? Now, while I'm saying this, I need you to play with all the other patterns. But you might face a challenge.
On my own this thing to write.
Sir, after the arrow dots, what do we do?
Campbell, when you try to type Campbell, does it not show you a preview? I'm coming, Robinson.
No,
That's
it
Robinson.
doesn't.
It doesn't show you a preview.
No.
You're on Google Sheets, so I'm trying to be sure that it would behave exactly the same way. Okay, now let me go back and explain to us what is happening here. Is that Robinson asking a question?
No, I'm not asking. It's Kelechi, sir. My art is not writing. I wrote
your art is not writing. Okay, that's your keyboard problem. When you click on art, what do you see?
Is either writing 2 or if I shift 2, it's giving me.
Okay, Kelechi, that's a keyboard issue. Quickly do this for me. Hold your shift there. Go around the place on the right that has enter. Just type on all of those keys around there. Your art will show up in one of them. Quickly. Shift. All those keys around the Hold
Two
your
now, it
shift.
will be shift 2.
No. Some keyboard around your enter button. Those keys around there, your art should show up there. That for, okay, this is what I'll say, Kelechi. Your art symbol is somewhere on your keyboard. If it's not on shift 2, where it is normally, it's somewhere around the enter button.
Check in number 2. Might be up.
It's shift 2 normally.
Shift,
but
yes, shift 2.
On the number 2, but it's not writing.
Have you tried all the buttons around your enter button? There are 5, 6 buttons there. Just click on them. Apart from P and L, those other buttons around the enter button, just click on them. Your art should show up. Just click. Look at my screen. Look at what I'm doing. See, I'm just clicking on many buttons around here. Art should show up somewhere there. Find your art on. You found your art, right?
You must hold the shift for it to
Yes,
work.
that means that's where your act button is. Some keyboards are different from others. So I know that some of them show up there, but normally it's shift 2. So now let me explain what I'm trying to teach us so that we can move forward. If you have this list of names, say they are staff or they are members of an organization, and you want to do something like create an email list from the names, if you keep typing it's i.morgan@excel.com or i.morgan@ let me say nnpc.com, something like that. The thing with email address is any small mistake, whether it's the com or the comma or the com becomes cm, the email will never deliver. So the easy way of doing it is to use what we call the flash fill. Now, apart from the Eva, whose Google Sheets are not, and they are supposed to behave, but if they are not, I don't want to dive into Google Sheet matter. They're supposed to behave. The easy way to do it is to give Excel a very simple pattern. So watch my screen, and then you can try this later. So all I simply need to do is to type my pattern, which is first name dot, let me say second name here, .Morgan at whatever email address. Maybe I can use nigeria.com. Doesn't matter. All that matters is you are showing Excel a pattern. Once I finish typing the first item, I click enter. Once I start to type the second item, Excel notices the pattern that I created above. Now, if the pattern is clear to Excel, just type arrow dot, and Excel is giving me a preview of what I will get. If I'm okay with the preview, I just simply click enter, and the whole name's copying down. So I get email address, everything correct from the first person to the last person. Very simply. So you are not going to find a place where I made a mistake. Instead of nigeria.com, I wrote niger.com. Or instead of nigeria.com, I wrote niger.co. No M at the end. And if you notice, all of them is starting with the first letter and then the full second name, because that's the pattern I created up. Okay, so is this working for anybody? Who is this not working for?
Yes. It's working
It's
for us,
working.
I guess.
Okay, now for those of us who it was working for, did you try all the other options that are here? I don't need you to wait for me. Did you try all the other options? You can see I.M, capital I.M, I.Morgan, Isa.Morg, Isabella.M. Did you try all those other options?
Yes. They're all
Are they working?
Yes, they're all working.
Now, if you have a challenge, if it doesn't work anywhere, I need to explain this. Sometimes when you are not in the adjacent cell to where the original data is, you have a challenge, because it's like you are telling Excel to copy a pattern from somewhere. Excel cannot see the pattern. Excel usually work with what is in the adjacent cell. That's next cell to it. So if Excel cannot see the pattern in the cell close to it, your flash fill will not work. So all you simply need to do is, can you see what's happening in my own? Can anybody see what's happening in my own? I just type I.M in the first cell, and I'm typing arrow. I've not even typed the dot. It says it's okay. It's extracting the first letter and first letter. So I can simply, all the initials of the people here, I.M, arrow.c, I can create, bring all of them out using flash fill.
Yeah.
How? Is it working?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so this is flash fill. This is flash fill. Now, for some people, if it doesn't work, doesn't work, select the first two patterns and copy it down. When you copy it down, pick the option flash fill. So that's another option. Now you can use this to break up this test in all the ways you have seen here. So I.M, I.Morgan, Isa.Mog. Isa.Mog is, you are taking the first three letters here and the first four letters in the second one. Has anybody tried that? It's simple and straightforward. I don't want to get into all of it. Try it, and if it's not working, we can sort out the matter.
It has worked for me.
It's working.
It has worked. So
it's working.
Trust me. If it works for one person, it will work for the other person. Just play with it. Once the pattern is clear, Excel will, we do justice to it. When the pattern is not clear, Excel will not. Now there's something happening when you type the email addresses. Can you see the blue line and the underline?
Yes.
Okay, it can give you issues. Trust me. I know what I'm saying. Okay. Now, what do I want to do now? Select all the email addresses you have created. Let me talk you guys through it while I'm creating. Have you selected all the email addresses you have created?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. Right click.
Okay.
There's an option at the bottom. When you right click, it should be towards the bottom. I've selected all my email addresses. Right click. There's an option that's at the very bottom called remove hyperlinks. Can you see that?
Yes.
Please click on it. That's a lifesaver. Has this hyperlink taken us to anywhere since? Once you click on hyperlink, it takes you where you don't want to go.
The website.
Yeah, it takes you as if you want to send an email, trying to open Microsoft Outlook or some email software, because a hyperlink is an email address. So this is how you remove hyperlink. Not this will do it for man. So suddenly you have, hello?
Yes, sir.
Did it work?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I want to ask a question. You know, I said select the entire email addresses to remove the hyperlink. What's the fastest way of selecting an entire row of data, a long row of data? If you click and drag, that's normal. What's the fast way of doing it? Shortcut.
Control A.
Yes, somebody.
Control plus shift.
And then what?
And then arrow.
Thank you. Did we hear that? What did he call it? Let
Shift
me
and
hear.
arrow.
Control A.
No. Control A selects all.
Yes.
Shift and arrow.
That's how you show us you didn't come for last class. Control. Control. I need you to try it now. Click on
Control
iMorgan.
Shift and arrow down.
Control Shift. Do you know the down arrow?
Yes.
Control Shift. Press the arrow going down. It selects everything all the way to the bottom.
So are you clicking the Control and Shift together?
Yes. You press Control and the Shift. You hold two of them. Fine. I like to hear that done. So that's it. So we only have 53 rows of data here. But if you have 2,000 rows of data, you don't have the time to click and be dragging down. No, you are wasting your time. Even your hand will be paining you. And if you drag halfway and for some reason your mouse shake or you unclick, you lose all the time you spend drag. So Control Shift down arrow selects everything. Control down moves you to the bottom. Control up takes you to the top. So if you hold Control Shift, you select everything to the bottom. Control up, Control down, Control left, Control right. We all learned that last time. Okay.
Please, the flash fill is not working on my.
Which of them is not working?
Can it be my version of it?
Which version is that?
I'm using 2010.
2010. Okay. Did any of the flash fill work?
None.
Okay. When you click that, when you copy that and right click, you see flash fill as one of your options. You know, for me, for example, if I copy these things down and I click on my autofill options, do you see flash fill as one of the options? Do you understand what I'm explaining? We tried this earlier. Copy cells down. You know the autofill option we used earlier? Do you see flash fill as one of your options?
Flash fill is not in this one. It's also, I'm also using 2010.
Okay, so that means 2010 doesn't have flash fill.
I can see it here. It's on my own.
Okay, and that's why it's working. So let's try and upgrade. I know flash
working. I'm using 2019.
Is it working?
It's working, sir.
Okay, fantastic. So if we can, let's upgrade to a newer version of Excel so that we can use a flash.
Please help me.
Click copy cell to formatting only, fill without formatting. Then the last one is flash fill.
Yes, that's that. Okay, now I'm going to stop sharing this sheet and go to the next sheet. We are not going to be able to finish the next sheet. It's almost bedtime for some people, but we are definitely going to start it. And we'll complete it next week Wednesday. Next week, Wednesday. Formatting. So I'm on sheet number 6 and it's titled Formatting. So when have you opened your sheet number 6? Let me know when it's
Yes,
sheet number 6, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, this sheet is titled Formatting. And let me first, what's formatting basically? Formatting is different steps that you apply to enhance the appearance of your worksheet. One thing I said earlier, some of you, I should remind you, by default, when you open an Excel worksheet and you start typing, your font size is black and it's size 11. Your font color is black and it's size 11. Now, if you print size 11, it is not very legible. If you print size 11 text like a letter, it's easier to manage. People can read it. But when you print size 11 for numbers, it's difficult to read. I want to ask a question. I know the answer, but I need somebody to corroborate my statement. What size do you normally print letters in the office? What font size?
12.
Size 12. Size 12. So that's for letters, right? Which is easy. I actually prefer 13, except the letter is very long. I force it to become 12. But my normal for me is 13. So when you print a letter 11, it makes it difficult to read, right? That's even good for letter. But when you print numbers 11, imagine 1,752,345 naira 22 kobo. 11 becomes difficult to read. And if all the text is black, title is black, total is black, their OU is black, what you are owing is black, it becomes difficult to read. So the way to enhance the appearance of your entire worksheet is what we call formatting. So we are going to start today, and then we are going to cover a lot of things. Okay, I can hear a voice in the background. So I need us to do something before we start formatting. Click on File. I need you to work with me right now. Click on File. Are you there?
Yes.
Scroll down and click on print. Tell me what you see and tell me whether you like it.
It brings the print dialog box.
It brings a print without the Excel lines.
Okay.
The column and the column and
now, are the numbers easy to read?
Yes.
Yes.
The way they are.
Yes.
No lines, no separation, no. Okay, so now the whole idea for formatting is, imagine this number was just typed into this worksheet. The whole idea for formatting is to enhance the appearance of this entire worksheet so that when you print, it is very legible. I'm sure when you print this and send to many orgas, they will ask you, what is this? So can we enhance it? The reason why I'm showing you the way it is right now is when we finish enhancing with our formatting options, we'll compare to what we saw when we started. Okay, please, somebody needs to mute themselves.
Please mute yourself.
Hello. It's been very quiet, and thank you for your cooperation. We just have a few more minutes, another 5 minutes, 7 minutes. We should wrap up today's class, take questions, and we'll meet next week, Wednesday. Okay, now, there are many things to format. The font size, the text, color, the borders, making it bold, underline, fill. So we're going to cover them one by one. So first of all, I need us to format the font size. Jesus. What's the current font size for this, for the things on this page? What's the font size? 14. I want us to make everything 13. What's the fastest way to do that? We learned it last week. If I want to select the entire worksheet, where should I click? Somebody said Control A. It will work.
Control A.
Yes, it will work.
Or you click on A. You click on.
Depending on where you are in the worksheet. If you are inside the text and you click Control A, inside the table, you will select only the table. But if you are outside the table and you click Control A to select the entire worksheet, but one click to select the entire worksheet is to come. There's an arrow between just above 1 and A at the top left corner of your worksheet. When you click there, it selects the entire worksheet. And you can simply go, click on the font drop down. Oh, there's no 13. And type in your font size 13. Click enter. And every font here becomes 13. Done?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I can't hear any other person. Done. Hello? Are we done?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sorry, where do we see 13? There's no 13 on the font size.
So click on the number you can see, type in 13 and enter.
Type in 13.
Okay, now I want to ignore what is above this table. Let's work on the table first of all. Click on office expenses. Let's start our work from there. We are going to do something called merge. Notice that office expenses is peeling, right? It's supposed to be in cell B, but spilling to cell, sorry, yes,
B.
Cell B5, which is column B. But it's spilling to what? C,
D,
and D, right?
Yes, sir.
Normally, when you put title for a table, as much as possible, the title should be in the center of the table. What is the last column for our table here? What's the last column for our table?
F.
Column B till when?
G.
Column F.
Yes, sir.
Column F.
F.
Now, there's something wrong with column. Can we see that there's something wrong with column F? What's wrong with the title of column F?
It broke into a column G.
Into G.
It's spilling into G.
Yes,
So we
sir.
want to correct that. Now, I need to show you, remind you of something we learned earlier. If you have multiple columns that are spilling like this, select the entire column from the top, go to your B, select, drag to C, drag to D, drag to E and F, and then double click. Oh, what happened there? Oh, something is disturbing me. It won't work there. Let me go to this and double. Okay. Just go to your F and double click the top, what we learned earlier, so that my first quarter total is expanded. I need to correct something in this worksheet. Don't worry yourself. So my first quarter total is expanded. Now, let me show you what I wanted to show you with the title. The title is starting from column B and spilling into C and D. But what I want is, it's like somebody's having dinner in my class. That's not fair now. How can you be having dinner when we're in class? Please, somebody, class prefect, please seize that food. Okay, so now please, everybody work with me quickly. Let's say we're going to stop the class here. We're going to continue from here next class. Select office expenses, but don't just select the text. Select from column B, C, D, E, and F. Let me know when you've selected them.
Done.
Okay, yes, sir.
Okay, now, just behind the text, we use the group called the general group earlier when we were doing that formatting. Just behind the group, if you put your mouse there, can you see what I just annotated on my screen?
Okay.
It is called, what is it called at your end? Let me be sure we're on the same page.
So are we clicking on insert or?
Just, no.
Merge and center.
Fantastic.
Is it under home?
No. Yes, it's on the home. It's on the home menu.
We have wrap, test, merge, and center.
Fine, fantastic. We are going to use two of them, but let's start with merge and center.
Please rewind a little. We don't know.
Are you on the home tab?
Yes, I'm on the home tab.
Okay, just behind general, you can see my red rectangle.
So I'm not seeing the general. Oh, am I clicking on alignment?
No. Listen now. Look on my screen.
Yes, sir.
If you're on the home tab, you can see my red rectangle. Can you see that?
Yes, I can see your red rectangle.
Fine. So look for that on your own screen.
Okay.
You will see, if you put your mouse over it, it will show you merge and center or wrap test. Wrap test is up, merge and center is down. Can you see it on your screen? Merge and center. Can you see general? Are you on the home tab?
Yes, sir.
Can you see general?
General.
In the middle. Okay, now you have to be seeing general.
Just by the right side of it.
It's right in the middle.
No, right.
Can you see general?
Right side of alignment. Right side of the
alignment, then the right side of alignment.
Right side of alignment.
Can you see number?
You're not seeing something. You are not. Hello.
I see percentage now.
Yes, I can see percentage. Yes, please. The person talking about percentage, I can see percentage and number.
So there is up the percentage.
Okay, it may not be general. Don't worry. I don't know what is there. Just go towards the left. Put your mouse to the left. You see merge and center. Can you see where I have highlighted with 3 red boxes?
Yes, sir. Very well. Yes,
so
very well.
Don't you have something similar on your screen?
No.
Is there? Okay. Are you still on your Google Sheets?
No, I'm on Excel.
On Excel. Now, if you're on Excel, let's do something like this. Can you see the place where your fonts, that is called the font group? There are groups here, font group.
Yes.
After the font group is the alignment group.
I'm trying to come video.
I didn't hear you.
My screen. Okay.
Font group, font group, alignment group. Then there's on the right side of the alignment group is the merge and.
Oh, mine was under alignment, sir. Mine was under alignment arrow. So I found it. I just clicked on the alignment arrow and I found my merge and center. Okay.
Okay. I think you are using a very small screen. That's why it's hiding. You use a wider screen, it's supposed to be on the show. So now merge and center has 4 options here. I'm going to explain them, and I'm going to use one of them, but I'm going to explain the 4. After the class, play with the rest of them. The worst that will happen is you mess up something, you undo. Now, merge and center, if you notice, we selected 5 cells, right? This cell, B5, C5, D5, E5, 5 cells. When you say merge and center, what do you think will happen?
Join it together and centralize it.
It merges all the cell and centralizes the information inside. When you say merge across, it simply merges the cell. If you select, you can select multiple cells. Now we're only selecting along one row, but you can select multiple rows. When you say merge across, it merges them across the rows. It doesn't merge everything together. Now, when you say merge cells, you can select rows and columns. Let's say 3 rows, 5 columns. You say merge cells, it merges everything together. What is the last option we have there?
On merge cells.
You know what that will do, definitely, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Let's do merge and center. Let's start with merge and center. Click on it. What happens to your test and the cells?
That's centered it.
Centered, right? So your cell, the 5 cells you selected has all been merged into one cell, and that cell has been perfectly centered. Now, since this is the title, we will increase the font size from 13. Now, you remember where we did the drop down to increase the font size to 14, right?
Yes.
I don't want you to do that again. Beside that drop down, there's capital letter A with an arrow pointing up. Click on it. Yes. What happens to your font?
Increase.
16.
Okay, so now if you want to reduce it, there's an A with an arrow pointing down. So I need us to make our font size 16. Have we done that?
Yes.
Make it bold. Under Calibri, under the name of the font, there's B. So make it bold.
Yes.
Becomes thicker. You can change the font size by clicking on this drop-down arrow beside Calibri. I need somebody to choose a font for us. Everybody will follow you.
We can use italics.
Which one?
Italics.
That's not a font. That's a format.
You can use Georgia.
I use Time New Roman.
Time New Roman. Okay, so I'm looking for Georgia. Who is that? Okay, I use Georgia because somebody said I should use Georgia. So now, below the font size, you can see a bucket. Can you see that bucket?
Yes.
If you put your mouse over it, what is it called? Somebody tell me.
Fill color.
Fill color. Click on it and fill. What color are we filling with?
Yellow.
Yellow.
Okay. I don't have any argument with that. So we can leave the font as, can you see the A with red under it?
Yes.
If you put your mouse over it, what is it called?
Font color.
Color. So if you click on that, you will see the color of the font. So should we change the color of the font?
No.
Yes.
Okay. So, true. If you have it, I'll talk about color usage in the next class. So I want to wrap up today's class because it's some people's bedtime. It's 1 minute to 10. That's like 2 hours of class today. I didn't know we could go 2 hours today. I didn't know. I've been in the workshop all day, so I didn't even know I could go 2 hours today. So thank you all very much for your time. Thank you for staying. And almost everybody who came to class is still in class. So that's fantastic. So can I take 1 or 2 questions, or ask me the questions in the group? And we've done 2 hours exactly. So I don't want to keep us longer than 2 hours. So if we have questions, please ask me in the group. And like the previous video, this Zainab, thank you very much. Thank you for your love. I appreciate that. Like the previous video, this video will be uploaded to the group. Please like, subscribe, and comment. I saw so many of us watch the video. We sent me comments in my WhatsApp message. Put the comments on the video, like, subscribe, and put in your comments. It's my pleasure to share this time with you. Yes, Akin Ladabor. What's that? Akino Ladabor. Your name is interesting. Thank you very much. I appreciate you also. Thank you very much for your evening. I'm going to stop sharing now. Actually tried putting on my video earlier, and okay, it won't let me put on video. I don't know why. Okay, but thank you very much for your evening. Every other information I need to share, I'll share it on the group. But like I said, the video will be out tomorrow. Like, subscribe, and share. I'm planning some live classes for Abuja and Mina. Of course, online classes stay continuous. I would give us all the details in the group as it were. So permit me to say good night here.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Evening. Thank you all very much. So classes will be next week, Wednesday, by 8 p.m. So thank you all very much.
Thank you.
All right, good night. Thank you very much.
Good night,
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Yeah.